everyone, my name is Vicki and I wanted to share with you a little story about my first experience with trying a soda product for the first time. Growing up, my parents did not allow us to have sugary drinks too often. It wasn't until I was probably about 15 years old that I got to experience my first soda product. I was a little surprised by the sugary brown liquid that was followed by an intense burning sensation. After that, I was hooked. Of course, like I said in my story, it was like a twice-a-year event, but I always looked forward to that end of the school year soda. So my goal today is to inform you on certain aspects of two different companies that we hear about all the time called Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola. Both companies have been around for more than 100 years and are always trying to change their image and revamp their brand to accommodate to the latest times. So who does not love a cold can of soda on a hot day, or maybe just on a regular day? Many people do not know the history of the two companies, so I will share that with you now. Coca-Cola was born on May 8, 1886 by Dr. John Stith Pemberton, a local pharmacist. He produced the syrup for Coca-Cola, and he brought a jug of it down the street to Jacob's Pharmacy, where it was sampled and sold for 5 cents a glass. Introducing the syrup to carbonated water produced a drink once labeled delicious and refreshing. The name was introduced by Dr. Pemberton's partner and bookkeeper, Frank Robinson, whom he thought the two C's in the Coca-Cola name would be good for advertising. In 1888, Dr. Pemberton died, and the majority of the company's assets were sold to an Atlanta businessman named Asa Chandler. He is responsible for founding the layout of the Coca-Cola empire. Now, Pepsi was invented by a man named Caleb Bradham, who was born in North Carolina on May 27, 1867. In 1893, labeled as Brad's drink, made from a mix of sugar, water, caramel, lemon oil, nutmeg, and other natural additives, became the overnight sensation. The drink got its name on August 28, 1898, based around him believing it was a healthy cola aiding in digestion, getting its roots from the word dyspepsia, meaning indigestion. In 1902, the company Pepsi-Cola was formed due to high demands and popularity. By 1904, syrup sales reached almost 20,000 gallons. The company was excelling over the next few years until hard times developed on the franchise due to World War I. Sugar at this time was really expensive and really hard to find. After the war ended, the price of sugar went from 3 cents a pound to 28 cents per pound. So what Bradham did was he purchased a large quantity of the sugar, and that ultimately would be the factor to the company's downfall. Pepsi-Cola went bankrupt on May 31st, 1923, and its assets were sold to a Craven Holdings Corporation for $30,000. After many years of ups and downs, though, the Pepsi-Cola company has made up for lost times and is ranked number 41 on the Fortune 500 list. So now that we looked at the history of both companies, let's move forward and discuss the marketing techniques that they use. So over the years, like I said before, Pepsi-Cola and Coca-Cola have had their fair shares of ups and downs. Focusing first on Coca-Cola, they introduced 5 strategic actions to help ensure their goals are achieved. The 5 actions are market segmentation, brand establishment and customer relationship, increasing financial efficiency, increasing process efficiency, and focusing core competencies and business models. Now, Pepsi focuses on niche marketing, which covers certain groups of customers and earning maximum sales and profits from it. Pepsi-Cola's main marketing focus is the younger Generation Z and millennials. So data is a priority for the Pepsi-Cola company as well. And in 2019, they started working on a media and consumer data team, which will allow the focus on merging data, media insights, and activation. Pepsi has also maintained prices that allow it affordable for lower and middle class. Coca-Cola and Pepsi, although using different marketing strategies, they both are creating a monopoly all over the world. So now that we discussed the marketing strategies, let's turn our focus onto their sales and numbers to help with the investors decide which company they'd like to choose it. So starting with Pepsi Company's annual revenue, in 2017, they were producing $63.5 billion. In 2018, it went up to $64.6 billion. And in 2019, it was up again to $67.1 billion. Now, Coca-Cola in 2017, their annual revenue was $36.2 billion. 2018, it declined to $34.3 billion, and then it rose again in 2019 to $37.2 billion. So with all this information, it shows that both companies work really hard to make it a worldwide monopoly. When reviewing the numbers of sales, we saw that Pepsi only had growth with increasing revenue from 2017 to 2019. While Coca-Cola did have a few years of decline, except last year's increase was 8.65%. Pepsi-Cola's numbers show that they do produce the more annual income on average than Coca-Cola's company. I feel, though, that whichever company you do choose to invest in, Pepsi or Coke, you have made the right decision. In my personal opinion, I've always been a lover of Coca-Cola, so if it's up to me to invest, I would choose Coca-Cola without a doubt. So thank you all very much for your time, and I hope I've made your decision easy. Thank you.